Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and today we're here to talk about a brand new barreled action in the rimfire market. This is the L3I Stinger, so let's get straight into it. Oh! The same hold. Oh! Freaking joker. Oh, you hit it. So in this review, I want to talk mostly about the action, but we are going to discuss basically what everything is. So let's start first from the barrel. This is a straight taper 1.1 inch diameter barrel. It's 24 inches long, and cat's out of the bag. This thing has shot pretty well for me. Now, this isn't like a 5,000 round review. This is like a 500 or 600 round review. So for the accuracy portion, which you're going to see in just a little bit, don't worry, plenty of groups for you guys who want to nerd out on that. I just picked two random lots of ammo. One was Ely Match, the other was Ely Team, and I went out and shot it. And it liked one quite a bit more than the other, which you're going to see in the groups. And shockingly, it liked the Team better, but my past experience is I have a pre-fit CZ barrel, and it also shot really, really well, especially considering the price tag. Now, talking about price, we might as well hit this right away. For the barreled action, you are looking at $1,750 right now. But back on topic, 24-inch barrel, straight taper. This is going to help you balance for those PRS and NRL guys. That weight of the barrel really makes things a lot easier on you as a shooter. So heading in from there, we do have a recoil lug. This one's a little different. We're going to talk about it a little bit more in depth as we go. But this is kind of an integral piece of this rifle because the recoil lug sets up the headspace. And yes, you can put it in your notes. So that's kind of a pro tip if you're looking at buying one of these and say you shoot Ely, you want a little less headspace than what would typically be had. You can tell them, hey, I'm going to be shooting Ely. I want the thinner thickness recoil lug, and that's going to shrink in your headspace. So these are probably going to come pretty standard 43, 44 thousandths headspace, which is going to shoot pretty much everything. But if you're like me and you shoot Ely, might as well get that sucked down. Now this is not one of those options. This is like a standard recoil lug. So you guys have the option. I really didn't have it. But that is a pretty cool thing. That's made possible by this barrel design. And yeah, back on the barrel, this is a cone breech. And if you don't know what a cone breech is, I'm going to throw a picture up on the screen now. And that's it. That's what you're looking at. Now, these have come out of popularity. They used to be really popular, and that's because with that cone breech, they're easily headspaced at home. So this makes for a really easy pre-fit system because there's no extractor cuts in the barrel. So you simply just turn the barrel in more to cut down on your headspace. Now what they did is they improved on the weakness. That cone breech can get dinged up, bent up, cracked pretty easily. If you just look at it, I'm sure you could imagine how that could happen. So what they have is they have a second tenon, and I'll have an up-close shot for you right now to look at. And basically that goes over that cone breech, protects it. That in itself is pretty cool. I think that makes this kind of stand out from a lot of the other actions that are on the market right now. But moving on from there, we have the actual action body. Now this is DLC coated, and it's a really good looking action body. I can't complain about any of the coatings, how it turned out. It's got a really good looking and functional bolt stop here. Makes removing this bolt really, really easy. And, you know, everything in the action body looks really good. I have no complaints at all about that. And if you care about that, a lot of people do. If we're spending big money, then we want it to look good, right? I don't think that that's probably that crazy. You don't have to worry about it here. The fit and finish, the quality, it's there. Barely nicked it, I think off the left. There we go. Off the right. Okay, getting our wind. Okay. Hair left or right. I'm holding just off left of that. Yeah, no problem at all. And that's going to take us back to our bolt here. Now it's going to have a tool steel hardened extractor. If you've ever seen a 40X or a Voodoo, this is going to look really familiar because it's basically what they run. And this is going to be what they call neutral timing. Cocking effort happens coming up. So if you remember my Curtis video, it cocks on open. The cocking effort is when you're bringing the bolt up after firing it, and none on close. It's going to be an easier bolt close, so it should disrupt the rifle less. And speaking of which, this action feels really good. Now I will say I have a Voodoo back here. A Voodoo 360 has a ton of rounds on it. It's the smoothest rimfire I've ever felt in my life. I mean, it's incredible. I'm not going to say that this is smoother than that, but I'm going to say that this feels quality. When you get this, doesn't feel janky. There's not a bunch of hitchy stuff going on. It's a very nice done up setup. And I think that's because, you know, you got DLC coating, you got a nice bolt finish here. Everything is made really well, and it just feels good. So you don't have to worry about anything on that end. The whole action and bolt, everything is good to go. Now, of course, being a Remington 700, you know, footprint and clone, for lack of better words, this is going to take Remington 700 triggers. So I've got the Timney hit in this one. It's been working great, but if you're shooting Bix, Diamond, whatever, you shouldn't have any problems. And again, this is the 500 to 600 round review. This is not the 5,000 or 6,000 round review. I will put other triggers in this. We'll continue testing. Now that they have the optional recoil lugs, I'll probably try one of those too. So there's going to be another video to this when we got a bunch more rounds. And I do expect that, like most actions, this is going to get even better, like even smoother with wear on it. So you are kind of like breaking in the action. The lugs and those kind of things, they tend to get quite a bit better as you shoot them. So the last thing we're going to talk about before I show you guys the groups is going to be the rail here. So the scope base, it's a 10 mil, which is somewhere around 34.5, 35 MOA of cant, which is pretty common. 30, 40 MOA of cant, you know, between base and rings is fairly common for guys shooting PRS and NRL. And obviously that's what this barrel action is kind of lending itself to. You've got the 118 barrel here at 24 inches is going to be a really good balancing rifle. And I really think that, you know, this all fits together. Nothing is out of place. All right, so enough talking about the specs and things like that. Let's get out there. I'm going to show you the groups that we shot with this so you can see how the rifle is performing, how it's shooting. And yeah, we'll just let that do the talking for itself. Easy match 1060. All right, this is a lot of Ely team we're going to try. All right, we had a nice little break. See if we got any kind of cold bore with this Ely team. I did lower the point of impact. I have been adjusting it on the go. No, doesn't appear to have a cold bore. I wish the wind conditions were a little bit better. It's not bad, but definitely got some wind pushing the group around. Right now it's coming at me this way. Yep, and see her off left. We're trying to shoot these in the same wind, if we can. Trying to, being the key word there. We're gonna keep shooting this and we'll go back to the match. Just trying to get an idea of how this is going to perform, you know, like a benchmark. This is just 2 different lots of random ammunition, 1 lot of team, 1 lot of match. And we're testing kind of reliability. I did put a couple hundred rounds through this, basically just shooting it for function. I wanted to get the initial couple hundred rounds in. It's still not bad, but I wish we could get a group out of the wind. I mean, should be shooting straight up, but there's a wind coming straight across here, right to left for me, and I don't think we're going to get rid of it today. I mean, luckily it's fairly consistent. Picking up now. Yep. And I don't know if you can hear it, but this ammo is right on the verge of basically not being subsonic. Let's go back to our Ely match. The team definitely seems to be pretty good. I'd say it's for sure averaging 0.3s. And then we haven't lot tested this. Again, this is mostly just for function testing. All right, back to the Ely match. I don't think it shot this quite as well. So yeah, like with most things, it's gonna like some lots more than other. We're gonna wrap up out here with the functions testing part with 10 more rounds of team, see what kind of group we can get. Definitely likes this team. Again, I'm shooting fast to keep this in the same wind. Wind's picking up. Yep. Well, in these conditions, I'm really happy with the way this is shooting. Let's get back in the gun room. Well, I appreciate you guys sticking it out to the end with me. Hopefully this information helped you if you were looking at buying this, or if you're just in the market and kind of seeing what's out there. Obviously, more shooting to do, more testing to do. This looks very promising. It's shooting really well. And we'll have a second video where we talk more details about different kinds of ammunition. I'll show you more groups. We'll shoot this at distance, of course. We'll do all things, and I'll have more rounds on it, so I'll be a little better informed. But right now, if you're looking at buying one of these, I think for that $1,750, it's going to be hard to go wrong. Of course, there's lots of actions out on the market. Everybody's going to like different things. So there's something out there for everybody. So it's always nice to see these additions come, because some people like the 90-degree actions, some don't. Some like that 60-degree, 70-degree. There's something out there for everybody. But again, pretty safe bet if you're looking to be under $2,000 for something that's available, something that you don't have to wait for, find your own barrel for, that kind of thing, then this is pretty hard to beat right now. So I appreciate you guys watching. Catch you on the next one.